This video will show you how to adjust the lengths of centerlines or the appearance of the centerlines. So when you go to annotate, use the Centerline tool. So in this case, here's this hole that goes through there. It's long enough that the centerline looks just fine. In this situation, that hole doesn't look like a centerline very much. We can see it does extend beyond the part. Now, one thing you can do, sometimes it'll work for you, is if you just grab on the end of the centerline, if you extend it, it'll start to show a gap. But sometimes you get that ugly mess, which doesn't look good at all. So we can change that. If you right-click on the centerline, there's two ways to do this. Let's just do it this way. Right-click on the centerline and go to Edit Center Mark Style. And you've got all this information now. This has to do with the center mark. We're looking for center lines, so it's going to be D or B here. What I've found is if you change this D number, you don't have to change it a lot. Just make that 0.1, for example, and see what happens. So that looks a lot better. So again, all I did was change that one D number right there. Now some of these are trickier. When you look at these counter bores, problem is you're not clicking the full length of the hole, so you get something that looks like that. So same thing, a couple of things I would do. Let's try changing that. If you right click, edit center mark style, you see that's set for the 0.1. It's not doing it. So I don't know, we can try, if you go too small, oops, doesn't really work. Let's try that. See, there's nothing happening there. So what I usually end up doing is just stretching these out. Don't go crazy long with them. Stretch them out to where you see them. They're not beautiful, but it gets the job done. That's probably as good as you can do on those counter bores. So again, if you right click, edit center mark style, you can adjust that. Now, these are for the center marks, so there's no point in setting those. So again, that D seems to be the way to go with adjusting those. If you want to do that, you can also come up here. If you click on that Manage tab, Style Editor, that'll get you to the same thing. You're going to click on this where it says center mark there, and you can make those adjustments.